you. I very much support this amendment. I think that it's quite consistent with the resolution, because the resolution says that we think the bridge plan is inconsistent, and if it's inconsistent, then obviously we must not be in favor of it. So I think that it follows that it's a logical extension of what we're discussing here. I cannot support the motion without this phrase in here, and I'll tell you why. I said I would use Richmond as an example. Many years ago, Richmond was an island. In fact, Richmond was much like Delta, except Delta's already got the tunnel and the Fraser Bridge coming into it. But we had a couple of swing bridges, and basically it was an idyllic agricultural community. We all campaigned to get a bridge built, not knowing what the consequences would be. The Oak Bridge was built, and suddenly half of Richmond became urban just overnight. The Oak Bridge went to capacity, and then we built the Lang Bridge that was supposed to solve our problems. But somebody got the idea that things were growing in Surrey and Delta, and they put in the Fraser Bridge. We lost a huge swath of farmland as they connected the Lang Bridge to the Fraser Bridge. And someone else got the idea that because the road to the Lang Bridge cut through a bunch of farmland, maybe we could convert another couple hundred, 200 or 300 acres to industry. We then went and built, that was, pardon me, not the Lang Bridge, that was the Knight Street Bridge I'm referring to, that was the next one, and then Knight Street connected to Fraser. And the growth continued. So suddenly we had the Oak Street Bridge capacity, the Knight Street Bridge capacity, the Fraser Street Bridge capacity, and the tunnel that had been built up along the way also capacity. So we built the Lang Bridge, and now the Lang Bridge is in capacity. It just never ends. The province 10 or 15 years ago wanted to build another bridge from number 8 Road in Richmond across to Boundary Bay in Boundary Road in Burnaby, and we came to the GVRD and said no damn way, and we got the support of the GVRD to stop that. They wanted to run from Delta to 8 Road to Burnaby, and that's finally when people in Richmond said we've had enough bridges. And what the problem is, and the reason I'm using this example, is that that's exactly what we're looking at now. We're looking at expanding that kind of system throughout the region. And I think you should look at Richmond because we're a basket case of highways. Our growth has been all determined by the roads and the bridges that everybody else built to go through our community. We've managed to fight that trend and become one of the more livable regions in cities in Canada, but it's been a hell of a struggle. And we're now trying to densify our community and put our community along the new LRT route, which is the route that we should be looking at for all these regions. I think instead of twinning the tunnel, for example, we heard about, we need a tube that takes LRT to Delta and White Rock. No more cars. And that's the same thing you need at the Port Mann Bridge. You need LRT, and you need maybe run the bridge at night for the big trucks. We're going to have 2,000 more containers a day coming from Delta Port. Let them run at night when the highways are virtually empty. And I get the